The big, beautiful bill did pass the Senate. Should be done, right? It's law. Not quite. So it turns out here's what happened. The big, beautiful bill was in the House. If you don't care about American governance, then play a funny song in your ears while I'm talking. It was in the House. It passed. It went to the Senate. If it passes that, it's done. But they changed the bill. They added more Medicaid cuts because poor people should not be getting sick, okay? And if you get sick, just okay, don't look for healthcare. And then, sorry. And then number two, I believe it disguised the tax cuts for the rich so they weren't counted as part of the cost. But it's all the same thing. A couple other things. Alaska, something. What? It doesn't matter. The point is the bill was changed, so it has to go back to the House now and get passed again to be finally become law. But the bill did pass the Senate. 50-50 vote, pure split. No Democrats voted for it, and 3 Republicans flipped sides and voted against it. That made it a tie. When it's a tie, the vice president can step in and cast a tie-breaking vote. J.D. Vance marched his ass down there, got up off the couch, and voted. So 51-50, it passed. What does this mean? Well, first of all, it woke up Elon Musk from his slumber. He's been kind of hiding and pretending like, you know what, I regret calling Donald Trump a p-. We're actually still buds. But this bill passing the Senate brought him back out of the woodwork and just started railing. So Trump came out and said,
Elon Musk is ripping into this bill again. Are you concerned that Republicans are going to be swayed by Musk and his money?
No, I don't think so. I think what's going to happen is Doge is going to look at Musk. And if Doge looks at Musk, we're going to save a fortune.
What a twist. So now Doge, the program that Elon Musk started and then was sort of kicked out of, is now possibly going to be investigating cutting government subsidies for Tesla. I mean, listen, God is my witness. If somehow this bill doesn't pass the House and Trump cuts Tesla subsidies, it'll be a win-win for me. It'll be awesome. But more realistically, because this bill already passed the House once, it will pass a second time and it'll be law. And that's going to be unfortunate. Well, it's going to be unfortunate if you hold dollars because it involves a whole hell of a lot of deficit spending that I think is going to really continue to value our currency. It is also really bad if you are on Medicaid. If you are a poor person who needs health care, especially someone who can't work. If for whatever reason you cannot work. If anyone at all in the government declares you able-bodied when you're not, then you'll be kicked off your head of healthcare, which is pretty horrendous as a way of paying for tax cuts for the rich people, which it doesn't even fully pay. It's part taking healthcare from poor people and part just borrowing it so that you can pay less taxes if you're rich. Actually, so I can pay less taxes. Thank you, actually, if you voted for this bill. It's going to save me an average of $6-7 grand tax season. I don't know that I need it. I'm pretty sure I don't need it, but that's what's going to happen. So the bill sucks. It's going to the House. People are chirping against it. I mean, there's a possibility. It's very unpopular, to be honest. I think among people who have seen this bill, it has become more and more unpopular. However, there's a real push from Trump, and he's got the will. He's got the authority to get it through. Everyone's kind of falling in line. Even people, dude, I think on a previous episode of the Big A Clip Show, I talked about Senator Ron Johnson, who went on a media tour railing against this bill. He was just talking about it on Fox and CBC and CNN and saying this is a huge deficit buster and it's a disaster for the country and I will stake my political reputation and not vote for it. And then he voted for it. He fell in line. After all that, the motherfucker fell in line and voted for it. I see very few people who got some real principles on this thing, but there is a House Freedom Caucus. It's a group of Republicans that really care about the deficit who have said they will not vote for it. If they hold to that, I don't think it'll pass, but my expectation is they'll grumble but vote. Anyway, that's the update. The main takeaways for you as an average person are Elon and Trump are fighting again for real. It seems like this relationship is not healed, which could lead to a real problem for Tesla, by the way. This bill passing plus Doge investigating Elon is like a huge chunk of Tesla's profit comes from EV tax credits. Those are gone. Even if they weren't fighting from this bill, it could get worse. I'm not going to cry any tears over it, but that's just something, if you're a Tesla investor, it might be worth thinking about. Yeah, and if you're on Medicaid, dude, I don't fucking know, man. Check the rules. Do your best. I'm sorry. If this bill passes, it's going to be difficult. It's going to add more headache. Even if you keep Medicaid, it's going to be more difficult. It's going to add a little extra friction. Okay, that's it. Sorry for the downer ending, but that's what's going on in the world.